In August 2020, he claimed for nearly 500 diners, but just a month later, he'd upped that claim to nearly 1,000.
And it's worth pointing out that every single diner is fabricated and sold false.
Not a single claim is real. All are being paid for from the public purse, and the total figure is falsely claimed keeps going up.
I just can't imagine how they're able to do it without looking new and a decent website.
China's worst to come. Another hotel that did exist was open for most of the time he claimed for. Time to find out where all this taxpayers' cash is going.
The reason it was fine is because the healthcare system was really bad. I think if you had the whole in my hand, it would be
And the checks were real. He's been pocketing all for himself.
Every single thing is
so one really agreed to
all of the benefits by accounts.
And it's a lot of money.
But these are the help out schemes using just over 60
I'm just waiting for
or the just over 50 online.
I'm just waiting for the
Where the evidence
I'm just
is for
waiting
itself.
for my now to be ready and look at the contrast and my and I'll do MRI. I don't know how long I'll be in the scanner for, probably up to an hour. I need to ask which MRI I'm having. So I'm doing it. Really pleased.
My first reaction was the level of fraud.
Interesting to see about this polyp. It's got to be done.
And for Maxim, this case is as clear as day.
If I was interviewed by straightforward, having said that, I still have to make sure the business regulations sound.
But it's not long before Maxim gives the go-ahead.
As far as this individual for 31 offences for committing fraud and one offence for transferring real property. My court pleaded guilty to 25 charges and was sentenced to 40 months.
Shockingly, it isn't the first time this hotelier has been charged with fraud. 2015, he received 7 VAT fraud.
She was a doctor or a nurse. So she was able to suddenly realised that she had a long-standing hand injury in his hand. When I was living in Holbeck, and then 2 years ago, I actually, after the Christmas market, went home and I tripped on something in my dark living room and fell on my leg, and I had a bruise all the way up my thigh. This was in December 2024. And then I really badly injured my hand because I'd landed, my fingers got pushed back. And in all honesty, ever since then, it is a year and a half later now, but I do still get like the odd time when my hand really flares up and it feels great. It's got some kind of swelling or injury in it. So that might be why he couldn't find the vein. I'm glad they didn't do it in this hand, I'm glad they did it in this hand because I don't think I fell in this hand.
Finds a series of payments made out to the same doctor, but they haven't received any of the money.
At that stage, then they suspected that it was
So we'll just wait and see
Towards the practice manager,
what they do
Cheryl
after
from
the
the
MRI.
NHS County Filter is brought in to investigate.
But I think with the contrast it should really show up everything, so if there are any issues, hopefully we can manage them. Also, it might, what would be good is it might show up any like postnatal because of the vacuum episiotomy, which is surgery, the incision. But I'm hoping, really, really hoping that they might be able to get imaging of the scar from the episiotomy because I want to see how it's healing. Because it was a huge incision. And I've had a couple of nurses say that when I was under gastroenterology and there was scarring found on my sphincter, a couple of the nurses said, oh, that's probably from the episiotomy. So that would suggest a 4th degree tear. So it would be good to find out how that's healed, or if there's any scar adhesions. That is particularly what I want to know, if there's any scar adhesion, because that has ramifications for future pregnancies, or just generally with a lot of different things, you know, it can cause difficulties. So in addition to the scanning of the room to see for the polyp, and then the entire genitourinary system to look for signs of inflammation and infection, it would also be good to see the imaging of the episiotomy and of the cervix, because that was where the vacuum went in, and that could have also caused some injury, you know, the vacuum and the whatever device they used to do the episiotomy, that they're both instruments. So both instruments, so they would have both caused, you know, cuts, incisions, scarring, potentially damage, and potentially inflammation, and so it would just be good to see what that showing does now, 3.5 years later. So yeah, have to wait and see what it shows up as, and also what kind of MRI they booked, because for the episiotomy it would have to be the whole pelvis for them to see the episiotomy. There's this infection that's postnatal called endometritis, which can also be linked with pelvic inflammatory disease. Endometritis is the infection you get specifically after an assisted labour delivery. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any markers of that. What we're mainly looking for is that infection. So yeah. Also damage. I do want to see if there's any damage. I do want to see if there's any signs of injury. You know, not just birth injury, but other forms of pelvic injury or damage. Such as scar adhesions, for example. Also structural damage. So, yeah, hopefully it will show up a multitude of different things. I mean, they're not going to not see anything, because an episiotomy scar is major surgery, major emergency life-saving surgery, a deep incision. So they're definitely not going to not see anything. Polyp will most likely still be there, so they'll definitely see that. So those are 2 guarantees. They'll definitely see the polyp, they'll definitely see the episiotomy scar. 100%. They won't go away. They'll never go away. Well, the polyp might, but the episiotomy scar will have that forever. So they'll definitely see that. But as for everything else, whether there'll be anything else that's flagged up, it might be linked with the episiotomy scar, which I'll have forever. Yeah, but it'd be interesting to see how big the scar is as well, how it measures. Yeah, just that in itself really will be
This was a direct result of her spending habits.
because that's major surgery, you know, similar to a cesarean section. You know, it's an incision not through the lining of the stomach, but through the lining of the perineum. So it's still, it does have if you do the reading around episiotomies, it's like any surgery where there's an incision. There are always going to, you do have to follow it up because it's not just like a scar you get on your finger, on your hand, where it just heals and it doesn't need any follow-up. An episiotomy isn't like that. It does often have long-term after effects. So yeah, it'd definitely be something that shows up, that's for sure. Depending, of course, on the type of MRI. I might actually Google that now. I might Google what type of MRI do you have to check for episiotomy scars, or what type of MRI do you have to check for vacuum delivery damage. Interesting to see what that says. About, just so I know. Just so I know.
And it's not just the proof that suffered